What's up? All right, I haven't been this excited for an anti-haul video of mine in a while because there's a lot to talk about. Like, you and I need to sit down and talk about what is going on right now because there are some releases that have my heart aflutter, and there are some new makeup-y beauty releases that I'm like, wow. We'll get into it. So grab some tea, some coffee. Today I've got my tea and let's just talk, okay? All right, we're gonna start with Ulta. We'll start with some, let's just chill out, Jess, okay? Just chill. Let's start with something that actually gets me excited. And I know not everyone is excited about this. I am though, okay? I love neutral eyeshadow, and this one from Urban Decay, it's their Naked 3 mini eyeshadow palette. So they've released a couple of these like smaller palettes. I'm trying to think, it was like the Urban Decay, the like Naked Basics palette, and I owned it and it was pretty good, but this one seems like one I would really use. All of the colors in this are ones I pretty much reach for in any palette I have. Like, they are useful to me. And I like that it's a mix of shimmers and mattes. That shade Stolen, which is kind of like a pinky bronze, looks really, really pretty. So yeah, it's kind of speaking to me. I feel like this has kind of come out to some mixed feelings because some people aren't really into it. I was watching Andrea Mattiliano here on YouTube, who I love, and she does these kinds of videos all the time. So if you like this kind of like anti-haul, talking about new releases video, check her channel out, you will love her. But she was talking about this and she did bring up a good point. She was like, I feel like the Naked 3 came out so many years ago that it's kind of a weird move that Urban Decay decided like to launch this mini version as though anyone's talking about the Naked 3 anymore. And that was a really good point. She's not wrong. It really, I mean, Naked 3 came out a million years ago, it feels like. But at the same token, these colors totally speak to me. So I did just recently buy quite a few palettes, so I'm kind of holding off. I want to play with those some more. If you saw my Sephora try on haul I just put up, I can link below. You'll see that, yeah, like I have plenty of palettes for now. But this one is definitely on my loves list. By the way, what I'm wearing on my lips is one of my all-time favorite lipsticks from Maybelline. It's their lipstick in Flush Punch. It's just such a nice, like, pink. It's just one of my favorites. And you know what? Their cream formula is truly one of my favorite lipstick formulas of all time. It's just so creamy and comfortable and hydrating. It looks like Ulta just secured Bobbi Brown to be sold at Ulta because all of their stuff, like all of the Bobbi Brown products, were dumped into their new arrivals page. So I think they just started selling them, which is exciting because one of my favorite products is the Bobbi Brown Under Eye Corrector. I have repurchased that so many times. It's a little pot of like concealer, but it's so easy to work with. I just literally tap it on this inner part of my eye and I'm like good to go with concealer, and it wears so perfectly throughout the day. It's so fuss-free. There's a reason I bought multiples of them. I've used them up. So if you've been thinking about buying it, it's now being sold at Ulta, and it is truly one of my favorite products. Like, cannot live without. I always have one on hand. But kind of breezing back past the Bobbi Brown stuff, let's see. Okay, this is something, again, that has got my heart aflutter. So Physicians Formula basically just launched a whole bunch of like cutesy bronzers. Now the reality is Physicians Formula, this is not really new for them. They've always had all kinds of different like highlighters and blushes. Like here's what I think of. They have all these different blushes, and like they had the Happy Booster blush, and then they have like, so they always have had different packaging, different designs, different versions of blush, highlight, bronzer. But this one's exciting. So the first one I just stumbled upon is their Butter Coffee Bronzer. That looks like the little design like in a nice latte. But they also have one that it says Butter Cake Bronzer, and it kind of looks like layers. Oh my gosh. I don't know which one to buy. That's going to be my problem. I guess I need to look at like swatches. They have this Butter Cookie Bronzer, which looks like it's got kind of a pinky shade in the middle, kind of be your blush and bronzer all in one compact. They have the Butter Donut Bronzer, which looks super cute. So I literally am gonna have to base it on swatches alone because I have no idea shade-wise what I would want. There aren't a bunch of reviews on these yet either. I'm kind of clicking through them to see. Butter Cake Bronzer seems to have the highest review, and so does Butter Coffee, but there's literally one review of each at the time I'm filming this, so you know. The donut one had the lowest though, that whoever that one person is rated it 1 star. And I definitely tend to like Physicians Formula's bronzers. Ooh, so Neutrogena now sells a makeup remover melting balm. I love, and maybe they've been selling this a while and it's just now at Ulta. I've never heard of it. I love cleansing balms or oils where it kind of melts the makeup off as my first step. Then I go in with my like actual face cleanser once most of my makeup's already removed. So this price point is nice. I've fallen in love with a lot of more expensive cleansing balms, and I mean, you fly through it, and I'd much rather not spend that much money. So I will probably try this and let you guys know, because I'm curious. If I can save a lot of money, I will. And so that one, I'm gonna go ahead and add to my cart. Neutrogena is buy one, get one 40% off when I'm filming this. So I might see if I can find another Neutrogena product I wanna try. e.l.f. released a new mascara. It's their Big Mood Volumizing Mascara, $7, which I think is an awesome price for a good mascara. Well, I don't know if it's good. I did recently fall in love with their, oh crap, what's it called? Lash It Loud mascara. That is like, I was trying to see if I have it right here, I don't. It is one of my absolute favorites. Like, I really, really, really highly recommend that mascara. And that was one of the first mascaras from e.l.f. I'd ever really fallen in love with. And so it makes me want to try more from them mascara-wise. So I don't think I'm gonna buy this just yet. I have quite a few mascaras open right now, but this is gonna go on my loves list because I probably will eventually try it. Shameless plug. I did just do an e.l.f. full face makeup video, trying some brand new stuff, some other products I've loved. Definitely check that video out. It's linked below too, because oh my gosh, they have some good stuff. All right, Bare Minerals. So they have these new eyeshadow palettes. They're 6 pans. Here's the thing. I love, one of my favorite palettes of all time is the Bare Minerals. I think it's just called their like nude palette, or their neutral. I'll pop a picture on the screen. I think it was around the same price. So these new ones they have are $32, but these are in like cardboard packaging. So I'm tempted to look into them because I really do. They have quite a few they launched. It looks like they've got more of like a rosy toned one. They have a more neutral one that's got a little bit more peachy tones. Honestly, kind of looking at them, none of them are like leaping out at me as like a color story that I would like need to have, because the one I already have from Bare Minerals, I love, and it is exactly what I would want. But I will say, assuming these shadows are the same formula as that, I love that formula. So if one of these does leap out at you, it might be worth considering. What? It's from Maybelline. It's their Instant Age Rewind, Instant Perfector, 4-in-1 Glow Makeup. So I'm assuming it's a foundation, but it's glowy. Okay, but it's got light coverage. Self-adjusting shades that blend into skin tone. So they don't have a lot of shades. We'll see if they really do blend into the skin tone. So I'll probably try, I'm gonna add it to my bag, the light shade. Yeah, it says it primes, conceals, highlights, and evens the skin tone. Built-in sponge applicator. I know people have very like strong feelings about built-in applicators like that. I don't mind them so much because I'm only using it on my face, but I can understand that. It's just kind of funny. CoverGirl is releasing, okay, it's their Clean Fresh Creamy Eyeshadow Stick. Looks like there are 6 shades on Ulta. The shade, I mean, they have like some colors because they've got like one that's kind of more, it looks coppery, called Dreamy Haze, but then they've got a green, a purple, more of like a white, a pink, and a like light purple. So very interesting. The reviews seem kind of mixed. There's like 3.5 stars. Yeah, okay, so they're supposed to be like pastel shades that supposedly blend in really easily. It's vegan, perfect for a daily work look if you're into very natural looking makeup. This person says, wow, the pigmentation is amazing. It's super pigmented, applies like butter. But then this person says it's very sheer but creamy and glittery. So I wonder if it depends on the shade you get. You know what I mean? Because it seems that it's literally like people are saying either they're super sheer or super pigmented. I might sit on that for a while because I don't find myself reaching for stick eyeshadows right now very often. Again, we'll let that one simmer for a little bit. So CoverGirl just released their Easy Breezy Brow All Day Brow Ink. And so they've got soft brown and rich brown on here. I don't know if they have other shades. It seems odd that they would only have 2. But the idea is you can make, really fill in your brows. I will say this, there are some really good brow inks out there, but a lot of them are expensive. So if you've been wanting to try that kind of a product, but you don't want to spend $20 or $30 on it for the first time you're ever trying a product like that, might be worth trying this out for around $10 and maybe finding a coupon or a sale just to see if you even like that format. All right, let's pop over to Sephora. And you know what? I will start strong with this one and share what I am like, what in the heck about. Also, I said what the heck in front of my 3-year-old the other day and she just kept repeating it. And it's so funny because I don't view like saying what the heck as like that bad. I don't know. Like, you know, like there are certain words that in certain families, they're like, oh, we don't say poo-poo. I don't know. Whatever the word might be. And like, heck is not one. I'm like whispering it in case there's like a 2-year-old about to repeat it. Is not one that's ever really bothered me. And so I say it in front of her, and hearing her say it back, I was like, ooh, like I didn't like hearing her say it. Then I was trying to get her to say like, what in the world? And she just kept repeating, what the heck, over and over again. I'm like, anyways. So the first thing, I woke up this morning and I was peeping around on Sephora and Ulta, you know, kind of planning this video, looking through what is new. And when I saw this, and I'd kind of seen a little bit about this in some other videos, including Andrea's that I was talking about earlier, it is ludicrous, just ludicrous. So they released, and I like the idea of this, so I want to start there. They released their Curator eyeshadow palettes. You can get these little empty palettes. They have it $10 for one, $12 for a little one that would hold 3, and $16 to hold 5. I don't think that's an insane price for that. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I like the idea. It looks really nice. But this is where it gets crazy, y'all. You had better strap in. The single shadow, each one is $29. So just for, this is so crazy. Even for high-end, y'all, you have to agree, this is insane. That would mean that even if you buy the one pan for $29 and you buy the one palette for one single shadow for $10, you're spending $39 just for one. Let alone if you decide I want to do 3 or 5 and each shadow is, let's say, $30, that would cost you $161 to get a 5-pan eyeshadow. You could buy like the nicest Natasha Denona palette for that price. That is so absolutely ludicrous. And it really stinks too because I've been curious. I don't think I've ever tried any Hourglass eyeshadows. So that would be something I would like totally have considered. Who do you think that you are? All right, so it's been a long time since I've tried lipsticks from Bite Beauty. But they had such a moment when they first launched because, you know, it was all food grade ingredients and you're putting it on your lips, which inevitably you're getting some of it in your mouth. So it really did have a moment a while back, but I really haven't used anything from the brand Lipwise in a while. So they just, I think, launched a new lipstick. It's their Power Move Hydrating Soft Matte Lipstick. So it sounds like this may be similar where it really is kind of powdery, but they're saying it's also still hydrating, which is why like my ears are kind of perked up because I'm like, interesting. So it's got cocoa butter, tapioca pearls, fatty acid waxes. That sounds like a rap song. Fatty acid wax. Sounds like Fetty Wap. That's exactly what that sounds like. Anyway, but no lanolin, carmine, or beeswax. It looks really pretty. $28 is a little pricey for a single lipstick, but I could see myself considering this and looking at the shades. I'm definitely eyeing the shade Sesame and Pomelo as like kind of a peachy nude. Even Tamarind looks really pretty as like a nude. I'm clearly like having a moment with that. But yeah, so I might consider, we'll see. I did not know that they were still doing volumes of the Anastasia Norvina palettes. I did not know that. Do any of you guys like use those or like really like them? I mean, looking at, they're super colorful, which is very much like Norvina's thing. I'm just not super interested, but I could see like looking at this one, this is volume 5. I could see if you really like purples, that would like totally be your palette, you know? I'm seeing a lot of new releases I have recently tried on my channel, so please feel free to check out my most recent few videos because I did Sephora try-on haul. I've done a drugstore try-on haul of a lot of these things I'm seeing here, like the Say bronzer. So this one looks kind of interesting. It's from Tarte. It's their C Hydroflex Serum Foundation. It's $39. It's a serum-infused foundation that flexes with your skin to cover imperfections, hydrates, and promotes better bare skin. It's got medium coverage. But it has hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, collagen. So it kind of sounds like something I would like. And the reviews seem to be pretty good. They also sell mini sizes in some of the shades. So I might consider if I can find a shade anywhere near mine, I might consider that. So that's something I actually really might consider buying because it just seems interesting. I like that it's a squeezy bottle as well. So that's all we're gonna talk about today. I feel like I've got a decent amount to look at to consider buying. I just now realized I just looked in my Sephora cart and I have quite a few things in there that I had previously added and I was just kind of sitting on. I've heard a lot of people talk about the Charlotte Tilbury Unisex Healthy Glow Tinted Moisturizer, that it's really pretty like on the beach, like throwing that on, it just makes your skin look really nice. So I'm kind of considering, I'm not even going to the beach anytime soon, but I like the idea of it. So that one is like sitting in my cart. I also have the Smashbox Always On Matte Liquid Lipstick in Babe Alert. I used to own this and I liked it a lot, but it got super old, so I eventually decluttered it, and now I'm like, I feel like I would like to have that again. It was a really nice kind of nudie pink shade for me. So we'll see if I end up buying that. But yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this. I love doing these from time to time. Honestly, it's kind of shaken out to do it every month, and I don't totally hate that because there's always so much new and there's always so much to talk about, and I hope that you're still enjoying them. If you are, definitely give this a thumbs up so I know. Comment below with what new release you're excited about and what new release are you like, absolutely not, like I don't need, or what the heck were they thinking? I love reading through those. So I love you all. Thanks for subscribing. If you have not already subscribed, I would love to have you hit that button down below so that you don't miss any future makeup-y, drugstore focused lifestyle vlogs, things that I'm posting here on YouTube. And of course, I'd love if you hit that notification bell as well. That will send a notification to your phone anytime I upload something new to watch. Thanks for watching. Bye.